At first, I posted a lot of videos about my failed attempts at housework, but then I realized I could upload my own stories to YouTube. Since I really want a wide audience to see them, I decided to upload the videos in English after posting them in Japanese. By the way, I'm not very good at English. And after I uploaded the video about the crane's gratitude, I was surprised to find that people from 2 different countries in the Islamic world had watched it. I was worried that the story might be misinterpreted. They might have had negative thoughts about it, but I was still really happy. Honestly, the only time I've ever interacted with Muslims in Japan was when I exchanged greetings in Japanese. It really shows how widespread and populous this major world religion is. However, after that, people from those 2 countries, as well as other Muslim-majority nations, stopped watching my videos. Even though it's just a small number, there are people overseas who watch my videos, so I have to keep at it. Plus, since I've never been good at English to begin with, it's starting to feel like a hassle. To be honest, more Japanese people are watching my videos anyway. I start by creating long-form Japanese videos. But since short videos tend to get more views, I make those next. To be honest, by that point I've noticed areas in the long videos that need improvement, so the short videos end up turning out better. So I make long English videos, and then I make short ones too. It would be easy if I spent money on it, but since I'm not spending any money, making the short videos is actually quite a hassle. On top of that, I'm making videos with English that I'm not even sure is correct. I have a machine read it aloud, but even with my level of English, there are parts where I feel the meaning isn't coming across correctly, so I have to listen back to the recorded English. I can barely understand what I'm saying, though. When I think about doing that, I start to feel like making Japanese videos is a hassle too. It's completely backwards. The thing is, I just don't have any English skills to begin with. The only time I've ever had English actually work was when I talked to a Taiwanese boy on the train. When it came to the spirometer, what even is a spirometer, I was really in a bind, so I managed to fix the malfunction, but that was only because the other person spoke slowly and used English I could understand. I've given up on getting likes and subscribers, so I'd love to get some comments on my English videos.
When I was on the phone about that spirometer, the person on the other end seemed to have misheard my M as an N, so I tried to clarify that it was an M, and ended up saying things like, the M in McDonald's, and there were surely plenty of other common words starting with M I could have used. I was in a bit of a rush because I had to finish the spirometer test on time, but I did think of words like mirror and milk. However, since people overseas apparently can't tell the difference between the Japanese L and R sounds, I avoided them on the spot. Though I feel like there's an L in McDonald's, but I'll just chalk that up to my imagination. There was a line in the old drama *1L no Namida where the protagonist, who was gradually losing the ability to speak, said something like, "Your words will reach those who are willing to listen." I thought, that's so true. I'd always believed that if someone tried hard enough, they could get their message across, even to people suffering from the after-effects of a stroke. But I wonder if there's anyone out there who's actually willing to listen to what I have to say. And I think the reason that line moved me so much was because Naohito Fujiki said it. If he hadn't been so handsome, I don't think it would have stuck with me. Oh well, I guess I'll just give up. It's just a hobby, after all.